Hey there Rockstar, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is RBN, Ruben Whitter, ayo. And I'll just start by saying that usually, in fact, almost never, in fact this is the first time in a long time that I come up on YouTube to these kind of videos. Usually I take that thing elsewhere, but if you read my blog post on medium.com/Ruben Whitter, then you would have read the article, Give Them Another Stone. Now, if you're someone who has broke through the veil, as it were. There's a difference between breaking through in the mainstream and breaking through the veil. And you can break through in other ways too. But TLDR, like, if you know what's up, and you can see it with thine own eyes, then that will resonate with you so strongly, so strongly. And by the way, shout out to Karen. Karen, if you're watching this right now, hey, sometimes you're going to be teaming too much now when people are actually following the rules. But like, gosh, I know exactly how you feel, because they don't care. They don't. They truly don't care. They don't. Let it be known, I know the feeling, a job can just be a job. But from the moment you clock in to clock out and you're wearing that uniform, I'm going to expect you to give a crap. That's it. And you know what? They tried to subpoena me into management because, like, of what I'm going to explain in this video. But, like, I was like, well, no, because, like, even from then, even from a young age, I was like, this is not my calling. This is not my calling, it's not. You know what? This solidified it for me. Like, I'm done with these brick and mortar stores. Like, very rarely, actually, do I actually go into a store. And this is a store which I was praising as well. It's so mad. So very rarely do I go into a store, and I'm like, oh, wow, this is new. This is what I needed right now. Like, especially now, I'm like, girl, I want this, this, and this. And it's like, it's just so much more simple to buy online now. And if anything's wrong, it's just like, a few clicks, hello, oh, I'm so sorry, let me send another one out for you, no questions asked. And like, that's the world which I want to live. Like, I don't want to have to try and defend myself on something which, like, you can see clear as day. and everyone around me knows that I'm right. This one isn't right, that one isn't right, that one isn't right. Yet, for whatever reason, they want to hide behind these BS rules and stuff. It's like, oh, but we don't have, like, but can you think? Like, I'd imagine if you made it all the way to, like, just under a store manager, then, like, baby, if you're here just on the desk, then maybe you're just here for the summer. No, there's nothing about that. Absolutely nothing. But, like, your supervisor, I'd imagine, like she'd be there for the long haul-ish, maybe the year, and just under area manager, supervising supervisor, like, their manager, I'd be like, assistant manager, I'd be like, well, why don't you care? Like, that's very, very whack to me. Very, very whack. This situation got me so annoyed. Like, I even wrote it in the back of my hand. You can't even see it now, because, like, girl. Because, like, you know what? I'm a busy individual, I am, and I want to magic myself into a world in which I don't even have to care about these things anymore. It's like, I've got things to do. And, like, if I'm buying an electrical appliance from you, actually from Jump, I asked the store clerk, what is the warranty on this? Because I'm not going to take new electronics from a brand which I do not know into my home, having, like, all these foods and electronics and no. I'm not going to risk burning my house down because I don't know this brand. I want to know when I can return it, how I can return it, how long do I have? And she told me you have 3 years warranty. Okay, great. However, I still want my item. Like, I don't collect TVs. Like, I don't collect microwaves. I don't collect blenders. I don't collect hoovers. Like, you... like, why would you ever want to buy more than one of those things, you know? It's non-electrical. Maybe if it's clothing or something, I'd be like, okay, I'll take money back and then I'll just buy another top. But no. These things, like, I buy because I need, and it's like, it's not my problem if you don't have it in stock. It's not. Tired of doing these monsters favours, and yes, girlfriend, I'm calling them monsters. If you don't like it, oh well. If the boot fits, wear it. If it doesn't fit, then find another. Like, please, I don't, like, if what I'm saying resonates with you, if what I'm saying triggers you, then that's not my problem. My vocal cords are just, like, making sounds based on the airflow of my lungs. Like, if it hurts you, then that's your problem. It really is. Like, I don't understand why you'd get into such a position when you really don't care. If you don't care, don't have a job. Like, there are too many jobs which I've had which I didn't care about. And I'm like, you know what? This is not working for me. Someone else would love this. So I'm going to quit now. Pitching just came through. I'm like, not today, Jemima, not today. Go follow me on Tumblr, then you know what we're talking about. But she knows what's up. She does. Okay, so series of events. I had to walk, like, 10 miles in the pouring rain. Gosh. And I was like, gosh, I was so worried because, like, the thing that broke, it wasn't water damage, it wasn't. But for whatever reason, it just smoke came out of it. It wasn't white smoke, it was like Well, it was like thick white smoke, and it was just. Was it white? It was more. I don't fucking know. It happened so fast. It was pungent, like that burnt toxic plastic smell. And I'm like, I was sitting up, so I unplugged it straight away. The clear white smoke stopped, and then I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? I was worried because like I didn't want them to think that like I did something stupid, like put in my shower or some nonsense, like like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not the kind of person to break something on purpose to see if I can like try and make a profit. No, I didn't have the room for that in my life. I don't. Go ahead. So many weird ass stories. But anyway, I walked however many miles in the pouring rain, and I want to help people. I do, but now it's like, honey, if they don't want to help themselves, why should I waste time helping them? You know, so I walked to the store and I beelined for where I saw the shelf in which I saw the item last time. And I was like, oh, okay, well, it's not in stock. Because I would have just like been like, you know what, hi, this one I bought like about 2 months ago is broken. So can I just use this one and then to the receipt? Okay, great. And then I'll be on my way. I was trying to help them, legit. Enjoying the show. Girl, please. She always wants to. Anyway. So I went over to the store clerk, and of course, it wasn't in stock. So I went to, hi, I have this blender which I want to return. It broke on me, but I didn't see it on the shelf. So, like, what do we do? Oh, I can give you your money back. Okay, but still, I need a blender. So then, like, God, what's going on? And then she was like, oh, well, it's not in stock. We can't help you. And I was like, oh, okay, well. I mean, do you know what's going to bring something up again? Like, I mean, I know that shelves get replenished daily in most places. So I'm like, okay. So where is it then? Like, wait, what? Okay, like I mentioned before, maybe she's here for the summer. Maybe she's here. Maybe she's on trial, so she doesn't want to do anything wrong, girl. So then I called over her supervisor. So the supervisor comes over. And then she, God please, and then she was like, "Oh, hey, what's wrong?" And I was like, "Hey, I bought this blender recently, and it broke on me. So can I please have a replacement?" And she was like, "Oh, oh gosh," and she was like, "Oh, what's wrong with it?" I was like, "Oh, well, when I put it in and tried to make my potion shake, like some faint white smoke came out. I got a bent plastic smell, and now it's not working. Can I please get a replacement?" Okay, let's get one from the shelf. It's not on the shelf. So then, like, what do we do about it? Oh, well, if we didn't have a replacement on the shelf, then we can't help you. No. Because if it's out of stock, then when's it going to be back? Oh, we don't know. So has it been discontinued? Or like... Breathe. Like, you know when, like, even... Okay, so from jump. It's like, you know when, like, they don't want to help? It's like, okay, it's out of stock, but does that mean it's sold out? Does that mean, like, it's going to be... Like, when you're going to get a new stock in? Like, when... Give me my blender! She tried to explain to me that in this store in particular, I don't know if it's true of like, their franchises, but, like... She was like, oh, yeah, we don't know what's going in day to day, we just get the delivery. I'm like, what? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, what do you mean you don't know what's going in day to day? Like, hell, I've had too many jobs to know that if a shelf is empty, then you either fill the shelf or you either, like, suck it up with, like, something. Like, what are you talking about? You don't know what's coming in. What do you mean you don't know when it's coming? Like, it's gonna come in. Are you gonna get new ones like tomorrow, next week, next month, 2032? Like, what is this? What she could have said. No, I didn't even have to pass my customer service course myself in order to give this information to you right now, Miss Thing. This is where I'm a teacher on today. Took on the teacher hat. What she could have said was something on the lines of, you know what? That is the order comes through a system which is beyond my control. However, when a new one comes in, let me take your name and email, and I will call you so that at your convenience you can come in and get a replacement. That's what literally, that's it. And then I would be like, oh, okay, well, it's whatever, it's fine. But what I don't like is that these, oh, goddamn, like, as someone who freely thinks for himself, like, it's very, very jarring to me when I encounter people who cannot. Like, okay, you don't know when, but it's not in stock. So when's the next order? Is the next order tomorrow? Day after? Like, when? Like, can you not, let me, here, pen, paper. Oh, okay, so X out of stock. So this is sold. You know what? I think this is selling like hotcakes. Like, shall we just like get in like double order of these? Hello. But then again, she's a supervisor, so then I called over her manager. And each and every step as I go through the hierarchy, they seem to be more and more bumbling. I'm like, what is this? I'm trying to be nice here, legit, but it's like, oh, I just hate it when people have positions of power and they just go crap. Pause on myself there because I know of my own personal beliefs right now, which has nothing to do with this video. But like, I'm truly in the process of like vacating from each and every one of these systems so that I don't have to deal with this BS. So I'd encourage each and every person to do the same. Like, hell, it's like these systems are not getting more and more depressed or whatever. It's like people like me are like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this BS ever again. So next time I'm just gonna buy it online where they have the warehouse, where they know it's in stock. Like, what is this? You can think of me about whatever you want to, you truly can, but get yourself in this position where you bought something that you wanted to incorporate into your home and your lifestyle, and it broke on you. And it's like, okay, I'll just go ahead and get a replacement. Okay, oh, it's not in stock. Okay, when will it be in stock? We don't know. What do you mean you don't? What do you mean you don't know? And then she wants to talk about like, well, I can't magic a new one. I'm like, okay, this is where I got you. Because I'm not talking about magic, I'm not talking about runestones and like goat sacrifices. I'm like, girl, can you not just like make an email or something? And like, you know, when will it be in stock next? When do you next get a delivery? And then like, be like, you know what? Or even, hell, even be like, you know what? I didn't know if it's stock. By the way, come here back in maybe a week or like come back in. When's the next available for you? And by the way, I will make sure to have one behind the counter for you so that when you come in, you can just like exchange it and be on your way. It's like, it's that simple. Like, they didn't want to help. They don't care. And then Mr. Assistant Manager wants to come through. And then he was like to me, oh, you seem to know this better than me. I'm like, yes, that's weird, right? How can a customer know how he's supposed to be treated better than you can do it yourself? Like, that's the thing. They expect you to like not know your rights and not know what's going on. So they feel like they can do as little as possible to get over you. That's what they want to do. And it's like, no, not with me. Remember this face, girl? I was Sans wig, so you have to like put two together, girl. Get my headshot, girl. But hell, like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of expecting professional people in places which, I don't know. Then again, I made that judgment like just now, but still. You know, I'm at the point now where it's like, you know what? If this is how you expect to treat people, I just don't need to be here. I'll take my time, my money everywhere else. And why are you so eager to give me a refund for? I know for a fact it costs you less to mail out a replacement to my doorstep than it will cost you to give me my money back and go elsewhere. What is that? Like to me, oh, what do you eat? Oh, cause like, I said, you know what, this is not good enough. I want to take to your store manager and if he does not give me an answer that I'm looking for, oh, it's your area manager, baby, regional manager, and honey, I can make time my schedule now. Like, don't you dare. I will get the founder of this company. Where's my replacement? Dare me not to, girl. Dare me not to. Dare me now, cause I could have died. Karen, love out to you, because like like they don't care. They don't care. Trying to be a grown up, trying to put in fancy electronics into my house and like walking through the pouring rain to try and like, no. I was trying to subpoena, I was trying to siphon this email from him, and like, well, actually he was like to me, oh, why don't you email them? I was like, okay, give me the email, then I will email them. And he was trying to send me to another store, but like, no, that's not how it's going to be. I'm not going to traipse all the way to 3 other stores, which are how far away? Like, who's going to compensate me for that? For my time, for the bus fare, everything. If I had a car that didn't break, that broke down, and I went over to a mechanic, like, what the mechanic say, you know what, we didn't have the part available for you, so go somewhere else. No, they were like, oof, no, girl, we want to keep this customer now. Girl, we'll have the part in Tuesday, come back then, and I promise you, get served first. Anywhere. And I was like, you're not helpful, you're not helping. And he was like, oh yeah, but you're not helping me out. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, here, my thing is broke. Fix it and let me go on my way. I've got things to do in my life, man. Things I was really getting into it because I was like, you know what, girl, I want these emails and these phone numbers because, like, this is not acceptable the way you treat me right now. It's not. Like, you don't seem like you want to help. If this is the problem if this is the system in which you work in, then that's fine. I'm not trying to really tear that down, but it's like, it doesn't seem like you actually want to provide helpful solutions to send me on my merry way. It seems like you just, like, don't value me as a customer. You don't value my money, not my time. So I'm like, what is this? Never in my years I can't even, it's not even morality that someone would even make their way. Or they ought to assistant manager and not care about the store or its reputation or anything. Like, what is that? Honey, I would rock management. I would tear the world. I would I'll be a mover and shaker in, like, retail. But, like, honey, I've got a pretty face and skinny waist. I'm not the best with acting talent, so that's what I'm doing. But, like, it's just weird. It's just weird. How did they recruit these people who don't care? They don't care. Like, I was like, you know what? I don't feel like you're treating me the way in which I need to be treated. Not in terms of discrimination or anything like that. I'm not that kind of person to escalate anything like that. But I feel like there are solutions to solve my problem, which you do not want to guide me through. So I'm going to make a complaint. Because, like, imagine if this happened to someone who bought something even more expensive, or like, because that's what they want, right? They want to take your money and assume that, like, oh, it breaks, so he'll just buy a new one. Like, no, this is a problem. And it could be a manufacturer's issue, so you just take the manufacturer number, ID, it'll be just to call up the company and be like, hey, yo, a significant electrical fault happened with this blender. Like, is this just a one-off thing, or is this, like, a thing? Because we're not going to sell our customers faulty electronics. Like, it's that simple, but they just didn't want to help. It's like, what is this? Like, hey, yo, you know that I'm right? You know that I'm right. Well, yeah, but your attitude, no, you gang-stalking loser. Like, your attitude this, like, oh, don't point is rude. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Am I wrong? Because I've seen you all before. Y'all are just mean girls. That's what you are, just mean girls. Oh, well, his attitude was all wrong. Like, but is he wrong? Oh, Jesus, do not let me go to a brick and mortar store. Again, I don't know. But, like, singing the store's praises, I was. But you know what? This is why these brick and mortar stores are going down. And people are coming, oh no, people are not going to stores anymore. Well, because of the customer service. Literally, that's it. That's what they are for. Like, I would go to a store because, like, I'm buying a price electronic item for the first time. I want to know that being taken care of, but, like, now I can do it all online, so, you know. I'll be sending an email to HR, customer service, and I'm going to send it to a person as well. Not, oh, customer service, no. It's her name, Carol, Susan, Paul, John, Jim. Like, I want to email a person. Oh yeah, we didn't have any internal emails in store. Another lie. What is this? Oh, guys. Damn. They expect I want to be a sack of rocks like them. It's not happening. And people want to be upset that people don't treat certain stuff in a certain way, but, like, if this is what they want, if this is what happens, then that's what's going to happen, you know? Like, I like to assume that everyone can think for themselves and can, you know, do things, but if whatever is consistently presented to me as, like, they just are not there, then that's how I'm going to treat people. And I don't like that in myself, I don't. But it's like, I'm done giving the benefit of the doubt. You know, give them another stone, make a complaint not about you, about all of you, and I don't like how this person liked it, everything. Problem still has not been fixed. Like, oh god, you know? I don't know when it's coming back in stock. Okay, so when it does come back in stock, what are you gonna do? Am I going to come back every day of the week to see if it is? Or, like, can you call me? Or, like, why am I doing all the hard work? I'm the customer. Hello. It's gonna be from me. That's a lengthy ass video. Oh my god, going on 18-19 minutes. But I decided to come here and say all of that. Like, for the Karens out there, shout out. Like, because it's not okay that these companies can employ their staff, and just assume that they can get away with, like, this nonsense. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. Honestly, this is why all these rules and regulations are in place in the first place, so that the customer is protected from these things going on. What is that? Like, hello, it's not just like a willy-nilly thing. His money back. That's not good enough. Like, there's a problem that needs to be taken to the higher authority, doesn't it? And these people think they can act in these reckless ways and still retain employment. No. I'm done. Oh, you seem to know this more than me. Yeah, how embarrassing. God damn, like, I'm not a parent. I seem to be doing your job better than you. I wasn't telling you. Okay, that's it for me. I moved out. Okay. Whew. Bye. Oh my god, weird, right?